friends, welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast. Good Saturday morning. It is episode 83. Okay, so sorry for the delay. Technical difficulties for sure last weekend. Last weekend would have been a nice day to record, but like I said, technical difficulties. And then when I finally got that all sorted out, it was 99 degrees. And there was no way I could be up here in this room and record and have the window unit off. Like it was too hot. And so if I were up here and recording, I would need to have that on, and I don't think you'd want to hear that the whole time. So anyway, oh, this hair. Let's yank it out. Little baby hair keeps tickling my forehead and my nose. I'll just nip it in the bud. Anyway, so what have I been up to? Well, a lot of stuff. Last Saturday, you can hear, I'm not sure if you can hear the window unit in the other room just kicked on. Anyway, at least it's not right behind the camera. So, last Saturday, we went to the White Sox game. It was fun. It was great weather that we had that weekend. The White Sox lost though, so that's a bummer. But anyway, I got a free shirt out of it, so can't complain. So this was Hawaiian shirt day, so they gave away these Hawaiian shirts. I was like, this doesn't really, just because you have a hibiscus on it doesn't mean it's a Hawaiian shirt. Ryan and I were like, it looks more like a bowling shirt than anything else, but anyway, it's a free t-shirt, a free shirt. Anyway, work has been good. We have a new person on our team. So excited. She started not this last week, but the week before. So that was good. Already it looks like she's just gonna fit right in with our team, and so that'd be perfect. And this week on Thursday we had our cruise night. So usually we have the Saturday before Father's Day, so it would have been today. We have a car show at our school to raise funds for our school. And so in 2020 we had like a drive-through car show. Of course, I wasn't there at the time. So I remember seeing it, drive-through car show. Cool. And then last year they canceled it. They didn't have anything. And then this year we contacted the car repair shop that usually hosts it. Like they run it and we host it. It's kind of what happens. So we contacted them like, hey, we want to do a car show. And they're like, oh, you didn't give us enough time. And so we just can't do that this year. And like, trying to show grace, but they've been very mean to the people on my team. So we're like, well, we still want to be able to do a car show next year. Let's just do something in place of it. So we had a cruise night. And it's a less formal kind of car show. Really what it is. People just come in, they park wherever they want, and we just kind of hang out and chill and all that. And so even though it wasn't my event to work, because I work the 5K, I worked Dutch Fest. I was just supposed to, I could have actually just gone home, and then there were food trucks, so I was like, Ryan, that's what we're doing for dinner. But I stayed and I helped just because they needed help. So anyway, got to leave early yesterday from work, so that was nice. Get off early on a Friday, that's great. But we had a great time. It was so hot that day. It got up to 96 that day. But anyway, totals aren't in yet, but we had about 76 cars. It was the last total I heard for the number of cars, and then raised almost $2,000, so that helps. So today we are heading to see Ryan's family. His dad is turning 85 at the end of the month, so we are heading over and doing a surprise party. Not really like surprise, like his older brother who lives in the same town was like, we're just gonna get together for a barbecue, and then Ryan and his younger brother and then the two wives were just gonna show up and, hey, we're here too. So not really like jump out and surprise him, because don't know if he'd be able to handle that. But anyway, so that's today, and then we have Sunday and Father's Day, and I wish I could see my dad this weekend, but you know, busy pastors, just it's not possible this weekend, but hopefully soon. I think that's about it. So, should we get into the yarny goodness? I think so. Alright, finished objects. I have 2 crocheted finished objects, and I have some yarn dyeing I wanted to show you as well. So, first of all, the star of the show. I need to show her to you. So, I finished another lady. She's not in this book. For those of you who are new, this is Crochet Iconic Women by Carla Matrani. Love this book. I've done all these ladies, and then I'm kind of doing my own versions, like my own ladies, like mixing and matching and just making my own lady. So this one is actually a commission, so I don't get to keep her, but that's okay. It's still like, I made this lady. It's so cool. So, may I present former First Lady Michelle Obama. Ah! I love her. Her curls are a little crazy, but anyway. So yeah, so I did this outfit after what she wore to Joe Biden's inauguration. So, and then I found this really cool, it's just a gold ring that I hot glued on there. She has this really big gold belt buckle on. So yeah, and then like her gloves. Yeah. So there she is in all her glory. Although in most of the pictures you see her, she has a mask on. It's like, I'm not gonna put a mask on you. We kind of want to forget all of this, right? Anyway, so now that I have filmed her, I will message my friend who wanted this for his wife and be like, Michelle is done. You can come pick her up, or we can meet somewhere and whatever. So excited. Although she's been sitting in here waiting for me to film a podcast. And this, like, you're sitting on my vanity table where I get ready every morning, so she's got purple hair all over her. Anyway, so yeah, so she will go off to see Emily. He said he wanted it for July 10th. I've got it done just in time. Actually, with plenty of time left over. Second finished object is my Haywood cowl. This is what it looks like. This is a pattern by Katie and the Squid. The other day I was on Facebook. Was it Facebook or Instagram? I can't remember. But they were showing off their yarn and somebody was making that cowl. And I was like, I recognize that pattern. I know that pattern. So, it was living in my lemon bag. And for some reason this week I was like, oh, I'll put on my little drop of wonderful pin. I'm like, but I haven't finished it this week. Anyway. So the yarns that I'm using, these are yarns that I bought to celebrate my new job, which I've been at for a little over a year now. So I'm glad that the yarns got used. Anyway, so this is RMR yarn and their Super Fino fingering weight base, which is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. It is a Spanish name. I just can't do Spanish words. I just can't. So the translation is a pinch of rainbow, which, oh my gosh, I love this color. It's so pretty. And then the other color that I used is this gorgeousness. This is Stitch Together Studio in their stitch sock base, which is 75-25. And this colorway is Indigo Montoya. I think I have enough to make a hat, so yeah. I'm super excited. I did not make it as long as the pattern requires or says to because I wanted to make sure I had enough left over for a hat. So, are you ready? Here we are. So, the last time you saw, I was here. Let's do it this way. I was here. And so, all this I've done to the seam, which is right here. So, it's been washed, it's blocked. I just woven the ends. So one thing I love about this, I'm going to take this progress keeper off, because I love having the shawls, the asymmetrical shawls. I love how they look like when it comes down, swoops down like this. I love that look. But when you have an asymmetrical shawl on, sometimes they don't want to stay on. So with this cowl and how it's stitched together, it'll stay on and it'll just rest right here and keep me warm. I love this so much. So excited. So here's a close-up look of what it looks like together. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So those are my two crocheted finished objects. The other finished objects I have is some yarn dyeing. So last time I had shown you some Jojo Lamb Ballad, which is 100% wool fingering weight yarn. And it's just plain blue, but I wanted to over dye it with something just to give it so it has some depth when it's in the shawl, all that. So I had two skeins of it, 250-gram skeins. When I was trying to wind them up into, so I could have like a twisted hank, easier to dye, because they were in balls. So I was like, when I was doing that, one piece got tangled. So I ended up with like a really small, like I don't even think it's 10 grams. I haven't weighed it yet. So I have a really small hank, mini hank, and then I had a regular hank and then one that's less than. Anyway. So, the one is already being in use, and you will see that. But the other two I wanted to show you. So, this one is the mini Hank. Like, I'm telling you, it's really small. And if you hear something weird, that's my husband watering the plants right outside the window. So yeah, so this blue is what it was, the actual color, the original color. And then this one I added black. I just kind of wanted to see what the different colors would look like with it. And so I was like, since this is such a mini skein, I'll just put black on it. It's black food coloring is what I used. This one I decided to name Dory, after my favorite fish, because she's so cute. And then this one I already balled up because I thought I was going to use it in the project, and then I didn't. This one, why is it so weird? I don't know what that's about. Okay. Anyway. So you can kind of see how it's barely any difference. So this was dyed with navy food coloring. So I was hoping it would turn out darker than it did, but it still has some really good depth to it. Just some subtle changes that I just needed just a little bit. And so those are all my finished objects. Now, make some progress. And I'm going to continue on with this yarn dyeing adventure that I was on. So, this one, I think this was the 50 gram one. I want to say this one ended up being the entire ball, 50 grams. This one I dyed with actual like yarn dye, like industrial yarn, or not yarn dyeing, but just industrial dye. It's Cushing's dye, I think is what it's called. And it's called Royal Blue is the color that I used. So yeah, so there's this one. So yeah, you look at it and you think, oh, this one's the navy. No, this is Royal Blue. This one's the navy. Oh, and I named this one Buena Vista, which I thought was cool. And this one I named Pirates of the Caribbean. So yeah, you can see how different it is. So this yarn is attached to a project. It is the April Showers shawl, which that's what it looks like. So it's supposed to be one skein. It's one skein of the Lither Sport Weight yarn, and the colorway April Showers. You can kind of see there. So there's like grays and greens, blues, yellow, pink. So I got the blue to go with it just because I was like, it's going to be a short little thing and it's not going to look very good. So here's where I am. So what it looks like so far. And I'm hoping blocking. I hope to really, really block the heck out of this thing. I'm not even sure. Here, let's show you the right side. There you go. You can see how cool it looks. So last time you saw, was where the April Showers ends, and then where Pirates of the Caribbean begins. So yeah, it's still pretty tiny. And I only have this much left. So, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with all this. Or, I should say, I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with all of this. But this, I'm hoping it'll be nice and big. Well, it's supposed to be like a Shawlette kind of thing. And I have another hair that's tickling my nose. Anyway. So that's the one making progress I can show you. The other one that I'm working on is my Ida B. Wells my crochet iconic woman for the month of June. She is almost done. Like, if I had worked last night, I could have had her done. So, by next podcast, she'll be done. Like, I need to do my hair, I need to do my nails. Let's go there. But anyway, my April showers is living in this really cute bag that I got for my birthday last year from a lady at church. So, there's that. And that is all. I make some progress. So, to be. It's like, there are things I need to get done. There are things that I want to do. And where do I find the time to do all this? So, I have a commission. Actually, I have 2 commissions for the same lady. It's a lady that I work with. 2 other ladies I work with want a Dr. V doll. So, I have all the stuff for her. I'm gonna get her going. So those need to be done because people are paying me for those. As far as like commissions, I think this is where I'm gonna end for now. Just because I feel so stressed. And crocheting needs to be fun, right? And I'm stressing myself out about this, and I just need to relax. So once the 2 commissions are done, then it's like I'm just crocheting for myself for a while. There are 2 crochet alongs. I think they've already started. One is the Summer of Romance Cal, which is one of my favorites. I love seeing all the projects that are made. It is hosted by Claudia from Crochet Luna and Clarissa Beth from Crochet Cakes. I will leave a link to the Ravelry group thread, that they have going. I'll also put a link to the hashtag on Instagram, so if you want to go peruse all the items. I picked my couple already, and I'm not doing a garment, I'm doing a lady. So, I'm very excited about this lady too. So, this crochet along ends August 17th, so I need to get started on her too. So, I picked my couple, even though it may seem odd, and they did divorce, but they still loved each other even until they passed away. But I picked Lucy and Desi. Lucy mostly because she's my birthday buddy, so I'm so excited to get started on her. So it's like I need to finish Ida, I need to finish the 2 Dr. V's, and then I can do Lucy, and it'll just be perfect. So I'm so excited. The other crochet along that I want to participate in, it's actually a make along, so you can crochet, knit, sew, whatever. Although I think she really wants you to do like fiber arts, like sew yarn, use yarn. It's the Cozy Summer Mal. That's hosted by Hannah from the Cozy Cottage. And that is where she wants you to make a garment that you wear in the winter. So, on these hot days, thinking about what you're going to wear in the winter. I do have everything ready to do a sweater. I had started a sweater last year. I didn't like it. I didn't like the pattern. Wasn't very happy with it. So, frogged it. And I'm going to do the blurred line sweater, which I've done before. I know I like it. I know I like the way it fits. I'll make sure I do it better this time so it fits me better. But anyway, all that yarn is downstairs. I haven't even pulled it up yet because I have other things I'm worrying about. And then I will get started on the sweater. That has to be done by the end of September. Hope I can get it done. We shall see. I think last time it took me so long because you're just going round and round in half double crochets. It gets boring after a while. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully I will be back again. Well, there's only one more weekend in June, so I was thinking I'll try to record again next week when I finish Ida, and you can see her. But I kind of wanted to let Michelle have her own little episode, her own time in the spotlight. So with that, I will see you all hopefully next week. Bye. Hi friends. So just finished my job at the Elam Car Show in 96-degree weather. Yeah, it's the hot mess. So back in the office, cooling down a bit. It was fun though. It was really good to see the turnout that we had. So I'm very happy. Last I heard it was 76 cars that came by. That's pretty cool. So I do have some video. Not sure how well it'll look. And some photos of some really cool cars. So I'll post that after this. So thanks. Hi friends, welcome to the Lori Lulu Crochet Podcast. Hair tickling my nose.